If I have to make a prediction right now, how the dynamics are going to evolve, I think Oscar is going to be a bit more steely in the
Mhm.
next 10 races. The whole friendship angle that has been there, it will continue. The
Mhm.
relationship will still be good, but you'll see Oscar slowly ramping things up in terms of the heat is going to
Yeah.
rise now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about the championship.
Yeah. Let's get off
And
this island.
yeah,
Right.
Lando Norris versus Oscar Piastri.
Mhm.
First of all, by the way, there's a lot of people that have actually looked at the whole thing that since Canada, the last four races, Lando has won three of them.
Mhm.
Oscar has won one. The gap has shrunk, and it has shrunk, I think, 10, 15 points or
So,
something.
are you saying that Oscar's a midfield driver at best then?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. My point is, even though the gap has shrunk, Lando has won. I think we are overlooking a couple of basic things. Oscar has been very unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Silverstone, he probably should not have got a penalty, or if he did, it was a very silly one.
It was handled poorly. Even like the stupid. We're not going to go back into it, but the stupid decision to
Yeah.
say we would have given him a penalty for that, but we let it go. In my opinion, is if it was supposed to be a penalty, either give it or at least give the team a warning to say, look,
Yeah.
that was over the line. You can't just go, "Well, yeah, it doesn't make any sense." But
Exactly.
anyway,
And the other one was Hungary, where the strategy kind of went against him. So
yeah,
it's
which
not
is going to happen this year with the way the
a
team's
lot.
playing it. Yeah,
A lot. And the thing is,
I'm okay with that.
if you look at it in terms of pace, performance, and keeping your head when things go wrong, it's usually Oscar that is getting it done still, even though the gap is just 9 points. I think that's a very big thing that a lot of people have maybe not noticed necessarily. And that just makes me pick Oscar. And if I have to make a prediction right now, how the dynamics are going to evolve, I think Oscar is going to be a bit more steely in the next 10 races. The whole friendship angle that has been there, it will continue. The relationship will still be good, but you'll see Oscar slowly ramping things up in terms of the heat is going to
Yeah,
rise now.
yeah, yeah.
We're
He'll
going
put
to
more
see that.
pressure on him. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think Lando has ever been in a championship of that kind. People forget Oscar has come to Formula One after winning two hard fought championships. In Formula Three, in the last race, he won the championship by 1 point. The driver who finished third was 2 points behind. So it's basically 1 point, 2 point behind. That's it. That was the gap. And even I know in Formula Two he dominated. So he's come through you can say a feeder series where he's fought for championships. Lando has dominated his way through.
Yeah.
And that is a different kind of nurturing which he's had.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if he's up for it. That's my worry.
Yeah. Like, look, I think the thing is, I think it's going to be closer than maybe we expected at the start of the year. I think that kind of goes without saying because I think as the season kicked off and with Norris's problems and so on, I did kind of think Oscar was just going to run away with this. I do think it's going to be a lot closer now than I first expected. But yeah, I think Oscar just has those things where I think as the pressure mounts, as we get closer to the end of the season, that's where Oscar is going to shine. Like in those moments where you just need to kind of stay calm, relax, put your head down and make the best of like a bad weekend. That's
Yeah.
where Oscar's going to do well. Whereas I could see Lando having like some spectacular weekends and then throwing away the championship because there's 2 or 3 weekends where things go wrong for Lando. And instead of picking up a second place or a third, he lets the pressure mount and ends up like 7th or 8th, like just making silly mistakes under the pressure. Whereas I just don't see Oscar doing that. Like Oscar will go, fuck, that strategy got away from me, but I still finished second. That penalty was bad, but I still finished second. Like I think Lando's bottoms are going to be worse than Oscar's basically.
Oscars,
Yeah.
That was weird use of
Yeah, I
weird
know.
phrase we used.
I'm trying to think of what I was trying to say and my brain's not working. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Understandable on that one.
Sorry. Lando's lows are going to be lower. That's what I meant to say.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottoms. There's one there's one good point actually that Hinchcliffe made, not the Tony one. So
This
according
is about
to
Puerto
him,
Rico. Oh, right.
yeah, the Canadian, the good
yeah.
one. So
Hey, Tony Hinchcliffe is very funny.
yeah, but he's not Canadian. that gives him. So according to Hinchcliffe, what's his first name?
James.
Okay. So James
You
Hinchcliffe,
said it earlier.
I'm not entirely sure it's James.
I'm pretty sure it's
Hinch.
James. Yeah.
So Hinch said
It's
that.
James Hinchcliffe. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's James
So Hinch
Hinchcliffe.
said that
Yes, it
when
is.
it comes to Lando, people say that he makes errors when he's under pressure. I said that that's maybe not the correct notion. According to him, whenever Lando puts pressure on himself, that's when he makes mistakes. When the pressure
Yeah.
is from the outside, he's pretty much perfect. And he gave the example of the race in Austria, where he was in a pretty much throughout the race, the battle with Oscar Piastri. He held him off perfectly. Then he also gave the example of Hungary, where he had to be pitch perfect, and he did that. When Lando makes errors, it's usually when it's the final lap in qualifying or the start of the race where he's demanding himself to be better. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting bit. I mean, even then, it doesn't change a lot of things in the sense because you still have to make sure that you nail the qualifying lap and you have to put pressure on yourself or you have to aim for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, still.
I mean, look, the other side is we could get in situations like last year where Lando, when he's really fast, is really fucking fast, and
Here.
there could be situations where, you know, like last year we did have situations where Lando dominated races and Oscar was in P4, P3. Like, it's unlikely given Oscar's step, but that could happen. Like, I don't know. I don't want to count Lando out. I'm just thinking in terms of odds.
It's
At
just
the
one
moment,
DNF.
it just sure, yeah, and but at the moment, it just seems like Oscar is doing a better job. But that could swing, like, you know, that could swing massively. Lando could come back with a confidence and, you know, start winning race after race after race, and all of a sudden, it's not a case of we think that Oscar loses the championship. You know, it's Lando properly wins it. Because at the moment, it feels like to me, the way Lando wins this is Oscar loses it. Like, Oscar loses it here or there. But it could go the other way.
More question marks on. I think in a nutshell, if we have to talk about the title battle, just to sum it up, there are far more question marks when it comes to Lando than when it comes to Oscar, because we know what Oscar is going to do. It's pretty much a stable baseline that is found, and he's continually, because I was just doing a basic analysis of it. You don't really look at races where you can say that Oscar has made a major error or he's been off the pace. None of that. Throughout the season, there haven't been races where you can say that he's not nailed the setup or something like that. Every race weekend, he's pretty much there and thereabouts. The errors is probably the one in Australia where it was wet. It happens. Other than that, maybe the race win in Silverstone, again, it happens. It's rare.
Yep.
You move that aside, there's nothing. And on the other hand, Lando has had some glaring errors. There have been crashes in Saudi Arabia. Poor Lando.
Canada was quite bad.
Canada, yeah. Basically a self-immolation of sorts. That's why,
Actually, and if that hadn't happened, they'd be a lot closer now as well. So
he'd be leading the championship.
Yeah.
Actually, he would have finished 5th, and that means 12 or 10 points. Right?
He'd be ahead by 3 or something, yeah.
2 or 3. He's 9 points behind right now.
Right, okay. Yeah.
See,
I mean, look, the thing is, we could see, like, Lando could easily have, I mean, let's not forget, like, last year he won this race coming up by 22 seconds. He won Baku by 22 seconds. Again,
no. Silverstone. Singapore.
Or Singapore. Sorry, Singapore, yeah. So, like, those things could happen, and Oscar could have bad weekends as well. I think it is a case of we just kind of assume now, because Oscar has made that step, that it's more Oscars to lose than it is Lando's to win.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, that so many times in F1 that has changed over the years.